We just got the NHL's first Griddy, and I've got to say, not only was it well-deserved, but I think it looked pretty good on skates. One thing we've learned unequivocally this season is that no lead is safe, and in tonight's game, Detroit was down 4 goals to Pittsburgh going into the second period. And although they were outshot, I honestly felt like the Penguins could have scored even more in the first. What's more, 4 minutes into the second, Crosby had a breakaway and just couldn't capitalize and put the dagger in. That probably would have sealed it, but instead, the comeback started halfway through the second on the power play after the puck took a real fortunate bounce off the boards right onto Dylan Larkin's stick. Veleno would then score a really nice hard-working goal. I love this. He fights for the screen, is totally in position, then pulls off into the slot, gets the pass, and just does not miss. Still, even with those goals and their improved play, Detroit went into the third down 4-2, and the Penguins honestly had the better chances early on in this period, including on a few odd man rushes. However, with 5 minutes left, Detroit would make it a 1-goal game, and I gotta say, I felt bad for Crosby here. He makes a pretty nice defensive poke check, but the puck went straight to a man who was completely uncovered. That brought it to 4-3. Less than 2 minutes later, on the power play after a Penguins too many men penalty, Perron capitalized on an open look, tying the game. Now, both the Penguins and Detroit are bad in overtime, or at least they have been this season, but with just under 3 minutes left, Andrew Kopp would grab the puck, move it up the ice, and feed it to Wallman on a beautiful pass that Crosby was just not able to stop. Wallman would slot it home and would proceed to celebrate with what, again, I believe to be the NHL's first ever Griddy. Overall, a super entertaining game. Honestly, Detroit is pretty much always fun to watch this year. Zucker on the Penguins had a great game. He had the third and fourth goal, then was trying for the rest of the game to get that hat trick. But I don't know, maybe this was just a young Detroit team having more energy than a Penguins team, which is one of the oldest in the league. According to NHL.com, this was the second 4-goal deficit overturned this season, with the Vancouver Canucks having beaten the Montreal Canadiens earlier this month after being down 4-0. Surprisingly, Detroit's actually only managed this feat 3 other times, which, given their long history, is pretty insane. But that's all for me. Did you watch this one, or were you too entangled in the World Juniors and the post-Canada Germany coverage? Let me know all of that and more down below.